All right. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode, man. We got a breaking news commitment that we're gonna talk about on this channel today, and none other than Waylon Wooten from Grayson High School. He is a Georgia Bulldog. Thick 'em dogs, all right, officially. So let's go ahead and break down the recruitment right now, right here, and talk just a little bit about it. Here it is right here. Hayes Fawcett. Class of 2027, Waylon Wooten has committed to Georgia. 6'2", 312-pound defensive lineman for, obviously, Loganville, Georgia, for the Grayson Rams, right? He picked the Bulldogs over Ohio State, Florida, and Purdue. Says, let's go win a natty, go Dogs, right? So is he the prototypical defensive lineman that Georgia gets? No, right? I think they get him a little bit bigger, about 6'4", 6'5", but this guy has a mean streak to him. He's a different breed on the field. Coming off last year, was very productive at the defensive tackle spot. 32 tackles, 11 tackles for loss. Very, very, very productive with the Grayson Rams. And over the course of his career, has over 60 plus tackles, 15 tackles for loss. But really dominated last year for the Grayson Rams, a team that went deep into the postseason before losing to Carrollton, who lost to the national champion Buford Wolves. So love the progression that we was able to see from him. That he got better as the season wore on. And last year, he's also very productive with 3 sacks. So this is a guy, if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan, he can create pressure, right? He's a really good run stopper, very strong lower body frame, and just dominant overall. And there's some really good offensive linemen at Grayson. So he's going up against guys like a Jordan Akmanoma, right? Guys committed to Nebraska, right? And he's able to still make a difference. So I think that says a lot about his game, how special he is, and obviously what he can bring to the table, man. So I expect him for Georgia to be very productive. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that he said via Dogs HQ. And this is what he had to say. He says, I think my relationship has been one-on-one. They've been recruiting me for a long time. Kirby Smart and I have a tight relationship. He really loved me and valued me, right? And some of these things is what we hear from prospects, recruits all the time, right? They value me. They've been recruiting me from the start. They've been there, right? And those are obviously the big key differences when you look at recruitments and different things like that. And for Wooten, it was the same thing. Georgia's been known him for quite a long time, and they obviously bring him in. So I want fans don't get so caught up in, oh, well, Naj, Georgia recruiting is not that good right now. We're number 33 in the country. We should be better. But remember, you lost a 5-star recruit in Dante, right, who's committed to Miami, right? So you don't have the same level prospect that you had before. But recruiting is far from over. Remember, it don't count till it's December. It don't count until it's signed on the dotted line, right? So Wooten is underrated with a 3-star ranking, right? But he is a guy that can go, has a strong motor. And yes, stars matter. But at the same time, we know Georgia's going to develop this guy to play a high-end position, right? We know they're going to develop this guy to be a key starter, or to be a key player that can obviously contribute. Now, obviously, year one, I don't expect Wooten to be, a contributor for Georgia. It takes time. Like, you look at former 5-star Elijah Griffin, right? He's going to probably start playing a lot this year. He didn't play a whole bunch his freshman year. Got some burn, but it took him some time. I think it'll be the same for Waylon Wooten. So I would tell fans, be excited. He's a guy that can come in, learn, get acclimated. And with his lower body frame, how he can pressure the passer, how he can be a run stopper, I think that helps Georgia out a whole bunch. So this is a guy, if I'm a Georgia fan, I'm excited. No, it's not a 5-star. No, it's not a 4-star, but he's a guy in state that plays for a top-notch program in Grayson that has played high-level football against the best of the best, right? He's played with the Andre Fullers of the world. He's played with the Tyler Atkinses of the world, right? The Anthony Davises of the world. He's played with these top-end guys and has still been very productive, especially last season. So I expect him to come in and be productive. Probably not year one, but definitely at some point in his career, especially with the 5 for 5. So if I'm a Georgia fan, I'm excited. I think he brings a lot to the table, and I think he could be a true difference maker in a few years, especially with how the defensive line is coached and everything he can bring to the table, man. So that's my thoughts. That's my instant reaction. I think Georgia got a pretty underrated player, and they do this all the time. They get underrated guys in the state, they blow them up, and they get them right, and they be key contributors all the time on the team. That's just what Georgia does. So good commitment. I get to a solid B plus. I think it's going to pay dividends in the future. So that's my instant reaction to Waylon Wooten becoming a Georgia Bulldog. Y'all know what to do, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.